Cinejudge.
I'm Alex.
And this is Akash.
And you're watching cinejudge. Today we're going to do a review on the latest movie by Russel Crowe called Robin Hood. Do you want to start?
Sure. Well, Robin Hood is a movie that's based on the man, the legend, Robin Hood. And it's not exactly a Robin Hood story that's been told before. It's more of a prequel. Think Batman Begins. So it basically develops Robin Hood's story. It stars, like you said, Russel Crowe, Kate Blanchett. It's hard to say her name. What's the star?
The guy who plays Marshall. What's his face?
Marshall's face. There you go. It stars Marshall's face. So a pretty good cast. Russel Crowe, as you know, hasn't been on his A game lately ever since 2005, where he was arrested for throwing something at a reporter's face and cutting him. So since then, his movies like American Gangster, Body of Lies, they haven't been making as much as you would expect. So Alex, what do you think about Robin Hood?
Well, I saw Robin Hood opening day. Good theater, pretty crowded. You definitely got the vibe. We actually had some people who dressed up as Robin Hood characters in there, which kind of sets the scene and atmosphere. What I thought is, going into it, I heard bad reviews about it, but I actually really, really enjoyed it. The one thing I thought was that it could have been done over 2 movies, because there was a perfect moment when they could have split it in 2, and that way it would just allow more time to develop. And by doing it in 1 movie, even though it was only about 2 hours, it just felt long, and it felt rushed in that there were too many things, so that's how I felt.
For Robin Hood, yeah, like you, I heard really bad things, bad reviews all around, and I got to watch it in theaters, again, a packed theater, and God, I hate this movie so much. I can't explain how much I hate this movie. Alright, first off, it's 2.5 hours long. It's a really long movie, and I'm not against that. Dark Knight did that, and I enjoyed that movie so much. Lord of the Rings did that, except the second one. I hate that movie.
Yeah.
I fell asleep. But movies have done that before, and this being 2.5 hours as a prequel story, oh my God, it was the most boring movie I've ever seen in my life, and that is not a joke. Alright. So the action sequences in the movie, there were nothing special. I mean, for me, Robin Hood, he's a character who is based on doing trick shots with his bow and arrow. That's what he is. And a lot of the action sequences were cliche, and the thing that upset me the most was Robin Hood really didn't use his bow that much. I know you're against this. You say, oh, he did use it a lot, but the weapon of choice for him should only be the bow and arrow, and I hardly saw that. I saw like 2 trick shots maybe the entire movie, one at the end. And it was really disappointing. It was long. It was boring. I wanted to shoot myself throughout the. I'm not even sure. I wanted to leave the theater. That's how bad. But then I stuck around because we had to do this review. I hate this movie.
First of all, you had 4 wars in there. 4. Yeah. Then you had him as an archer in the very beginning. You had him do a trick shot at the very end.
At the very end.
At the very end. When they were at that place where they got ambushed, he used his bow, didn't he? He used his bow.
Okay.
He used his bow.
Okay.
In the last war, he used his bow.
Okay, how many is that now? That's 4,
That's
right?
4.
That's 4, okay.
Yeah. And then, when the guy asked for a nail, he used 3 of the major scenes that took up over an hour of the movie. He was using his bow.
Alright, I'll give you that. But, okay, so 6. Let's say 6. Because I counted 5, and then you talked about 3 of the major scenes. Okay, 8. I'll give you 8. That's 9. What the hell? It's 8, right?
Yeah.
That's 8 in the entire movie. Which was 2.5 hours long.
Yes.
And he's Robin Hood.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
That was like an hour and a half.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
No, okay.
Yeah, it was.
Alright, aside from that, what else did you like about the movie?
I liked how they took time to develop the characters, to develop the plot, to develop their relationships, and also how they just put it all together. What plot?
There was no plot. Okay,
the
entire movie I was thinking that Russel Crowe just jumped out of Gladiator and he came to this world and he was doing the same thing again. I mean, there was no plot. I didn't get what the hell was going on. The way I felt about this movie was where it ended, because it ended on a pretty badass note. I wish it started from there. That's where I wish. I know it's a prequel. They're probably building up for another one, but the point of a prequel is to get you excited for the next movie, and this totally did not happen.
The point of a prequel is to explain what's going to happen and how stuff happened, why it happened. And that's what it did. And there was also more than enough action to keep you entertained throughout the movie.
Alright, so we both have completely different views. I hate this movie. If I was to put this on my okay, you know what, definitely this is on my top 10 list of worst, most disappointing movies. I hate this movie.
Okay, I would say definitely see it in theaters, and I'd say about 4.5 out of 5. So,
oh my god.
See it.
Pass,
See
no
it.
matter what.
See it.
Pass on this movie. It's boring. You're gonna want to shoot yourself the entire film and just don't watch it. I hate this movie so much.
Cinejudge.